Hello, people of the verse, it's the Eradicator, and today we have another patch in the Evocadi test flight Star Citizen Alpha 11, Alpha 3.11.0 E, and it's an interesting one because it does not add much gameplay, much new mechanics, new ships, no nothing, but it does fix a significant amount of bugs, some of them quite old and annoying, and I'd like to talk about that today. Speaking of Evocadi patches, if you check my community tab, guys, the community tab has a poll, and I'm asking you what you guys think about leaks. Is it acceptable to talk about all kinds of leaks, just patch notes as I'm doing on this channel? Do you want to have no leaks at all and you think that this is, I'm crossing the line when I'm doing that, or do you think that it's okay? I would like to know in the poll down here. I'm trying to have as much people as possible. In the previous poll that I'm going to make a video about sometime this month, we have almost 900 votes, so that's actually quite awesome. I'm trying to get as much votes as possible for that specific poll so that I can try to label it as being a little bit more representative than as if we had only 200 or 300 votes. So please check it out and drop a vote there. Alright guys, so what's going on here in Star Citizen Alpha 3.11.0 E? Well, we actually have a feature update here, and they've updated the nighttime lightning in Loveville with a new day and night cycle lightning, including animated security tower spotlights, which we did see in an episode of Inside Star Citizen, and it is now in the patch, and I'm pretty sure that it is going to look as gorgeous as it did in the Inside Star Citizen episode. Loveville is always a place that I've enjoyed going to, simply for the atmosphere, which is, quite kind of dystopian, kind of, a little bit creepy, and it doesn't feel like a good place to live, but it certainly is a good place to do business. Next, they've also reduced the monitored zone around rest stops and space stations from 100 kilometers to 25 kilometer radius. I believe that the monitored zone is when, let's say, you commit something a little bit nutty, you're gonna get a crime stat, right? So it used to be 100 kilometers around rest stops and stations, and now it just is 25 kilometers, meaning that pirates will be able to fly just 25 kilometers away or 26 kilometers away from stations and then engage their quantum snares, and that's when they'll be able to catch some people, right? So they are going to this is going to favor piracy gameplay, and we need to have a little bit more danger in Star Citizen. I'm totally fine with this. Gameplay, they've added option to enable and disable ship crosshair animations, and they've also increased the amount of countermeasures ammo larger ships can hold, of course, because they're larger ships, so they should have more countermeasures. That makes definitely sense. Bug fixes. Let's talk about the bug fixes here, because that's a pretty long list, and some of them, as I mentioned in the title of this video, are quite old. So here we go. Attempting to sell loose commodity boxes should no longer display insufficient stock at kiosk. Hallelujah. This is a bug that I've had for a long time, especially I've tried to do it in Star Citizen for 3.10. I made an entire video. I spent hours trying to collect as much boxes as possible, and then when I got to Port Olisar, it wouldn't let me sell because it said insufficient stock. This is not a feature, it's a bug, and it is going to be fixed in Star Citizen for 3.11. I am very happy to read that. Size 10 turrets at space stations will now fire at the player with crime stat 3 or above. Automated landing should no longer freeze the ship in place indefinitely, which is not everybody likes to land ships on their own, so people who use the automatic landing will rejoice for sure. Players should no longer be able to fire their ship weapons within Port Olisar's green zone, which the Port Olisar is an exception because it's not really a rest stop or space station. It's a place that as I mentioned in my beginner's guide, it's a place for beginners, right? And it will be gone eventually one day. So that makes sense that there's still the green zone over there. Target UI will no longer become detached from the ship when the player enters the scanning mode. The face over IP video feed showing players should now appear in video during call. Oh my gosh, how long has it been since calls have been bugs like this? I wonder also if we will finally see S-Lane and all of the other ATCs when we are also getting cold when we go to the landing zones. I would love that to happen too. Teacher Pachiko should now play her dialogue lines during the first encounter following the appointment mission. They fixed an issue that should cause player to fall through the world if standing between a tram and a platform at the platform in New Babbage. Fixed an issue that caused knockdowns to happen if a player is already in a knockdown state. They fixed a missing transit tunnel interior LOT in New Babbage. Locked target should no longer be removed if another target is destroyed. Players should no longer drop their weapons when knocked back by another player. Security AI should no longer remain stationary after scanning your ship when you have a fugitive aboard. Combat AI should no longer sometimes get stuck in a standing combat state after being killed in the Price of Freedom mission. Players should no longer occasionally die when entering a ship hangar at area 18. Sometimes we randomly die, right? And this is we're gonna see that. We're gonna talk about this a little bit later as well when we talk about the known issues. The VMA, I don't know what the VMA is, should no longer properly update the count for mining consumable when equipped to multiple ships. Objects should now be able to rotate again when in place mode. The interior of outpost buildings should no longer vanish and cease to have collisions if the player tries to enter them. Oh, that's really a very annoying bug that I have seen quite a few times in Star Citizen Alpha 3.10. I'm glad that this one is being fixed too. Attempting to drop certain items from the inventory window should no longer occasionally result in other items being dropped. Selecting place while interacting with the grenade should no longer prime it. Oh my! Some people must have had a fun time in the PTU. And they fixed an issue that was causing third-person camera to move very slowly around the ship. How is that an issue? That's great if you want to make movies, right? They fixed 7 client crashes, 8 server clashes, 4 server dreadlocks, and a GPU crash while near space station elevators. Let's have a look now at the known issues. There's still quite a few of them. Characters will occasionally die in certain locations of the universe. It's great that it is known as a known issue because it means that they're going to try to fix that. Players are not able to search for friends in the main menu. That's okay. Characters will occasionally slip and fall running down the stairs at Loveville City Gates entrance. Only there, apparently, and I would love to see that. I would love to have a clip, which I'm not going to show on this channel because it's NDA, of course, but I would love to see that. Players can't access Hangar 07 and 20 via New Babbage Spaceport. Nah, there seem to have to be some issues with the New Babbage Spaceport, and this is also something that we saw in the 3.10 Evo Caddy as well, and it seems that this old bug is back. Some ships do not register damage consistently and appear indestructible. This needs to be fixed for wider PTU, I think. Missile selection doesn't always update properly. Using EMP does not award the player an armistice violation. So if you use an IMP, it should be an armistice violation. Okay, that's good. Various tables and shares around the promenade and commons have template shares and replace me textures. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. That's why there's an NDA, and that's why I'm not showing images from the UK. It just, it's going to be fixed, and if those images are out there in the wild, it's just going to bring a bad image to Star Citizen that is not going to represent the actual product that players will play. And pretty much all the rest are all known issues from previous patches. So that's pretty much it for this Star Citizen Alpha 3.11.0 Evo Caddy patch. I'm glad that they are tackling older bugs from previous patches too. It is indeed a lot of quality of life improvements. This is what Chris Roberts wants from this patch, not just content, which we don't really have a lot, right? But quality of life that we desperately need too. Please, guys, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below about this patch. Is it looking good? Are you shocked that they are not trying the 100i yet? Please tell me. I would like to know what you guys have to think about this. Also, guys, don't forget that this month I've got a giveaway. I'm giving away a Talent Strike. How did I forget that? A Talent Strike with lifetime insurance, thanks to Buzz69, a member of this community who decided to help us out. So shout out to Buzz69 for helping this channel. Also, I am giving away a Cutlass Black and a Rock. All of that with lifetime insurance too. All you have to do, the case of winning, is to be a subscriber of the channel and comment to any videos posted this month when I will be announced early October. Also, thank you to Jim Morrison for hitting that join button. That is really helping the channel a lot too, especially right now. YouTube is having some issues, and basically I've talked with other content creators. We kind of lost about 75% of our revenue for videos. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm not a full-time YouTuber, but those Patreon memberships and Joe memberships definitely do help a lot. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.